Hey, this is Catherine from The Wow is in the Details, and you're listening to the Twisted Nether blogcast.
You've landed in the Twisted Nether blogcast. Hold on to your butts. Here comes Fimlys, Hydra, and Zabina.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Hooray! Yay! I'm not awake, I guess, today. Hi, and welcome. I'm Fimlys.
And I'm Zabina.
And I'm Hydra, and this is episode 349 of the Twisted Nether blogcast. We are recording live on Friday, January 2nd, 2026.
Happy
First
New
time I've gotten to say
Year,
that.
everyone. Yes,
love it.
that's great. Welcome to the new year of Twisted Nether.
Yep. Today we're going to continue our theme of aging gamers, and we're going to talk about chairs and mice and all those things that make our lives better while we're sitting in front of our computers.
And we're going to talk about gold making right now.
Right now. And we're going to talk about World of Warcraft.
Really? Are you sure?
Well, it's better than what we usually talk about.
Don't we usually talk about World of Warcraft?
Yes, but how about we try a remix?
And that's ending soon, so we might as well talk about it now.
This is instead of gold making. Yes. It's actually December, what did we decide? 33rd, 2025.
It is. I don't feel like 2025 has ended quite yet.
December 20th.
That's why I was like 26. I was like, no.
Holy cow.
No, admittedly, I talking about like doing old people stuff. Adulting is hard, and everybody out there, we all do adulting the way we can, but I had to go through and do my checkbook yesterday and update it for the new year.
Checkbook.
And I'm just like, ugh. Okay, I call it my checkbook, but it's just my accounting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Doing all my counting.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I have to do that. I have to do that soon.
I call it my checkbook because I started
Got
it
it.
when I still have my checkbook from
Got it.
when we used to have, talking about being old, we used to have the little bank book and you have to write down all of your stuff.
Yeah, you did.
And that
We still have one of those around here
We have
somewhere.
it. We just don't use it.
You do.
I have a spreadsheet
Yeah.
that has everything. We do it every
Yes.
month. We do
Yeah.
all of the things. We put everything. And I actually do have to do the same thing. I have to, now that we're in 2026, I have to move the first month of 2026 into a new spreadsheet because it gets a little crazy with tabs for, going back 2 years. So I create a new spreadsheet
Yeah,
with the new
that's-
stuff. So.
Yep.
That's what I did
what you
yesterday.
do.
Okay, so I'm not the only one that creates new
No,
spreadsheets.
I just need
for
to
No,
do
I
it
did
every
mine
year.
like last week.
Yeah, I just wait until I've already created the first month of the new year, and then probably next month I'll move it because otherwise I can't.
Yeah,
look back
I
and
create the
easy.
new month, January. I start, finish this bill, make sure December is balanced.
More
Got that
for
all
me.
figured out.
Yes,
Everything's in and out.
We're now
then-
remixing the accounting talk.
Yes.
That's
Wow,
accounting.
adulting. I
remix.
apologize.
We're talking
Because
about gold
it is.
making.
It's like
it's just different.
gold
We're
making. I
talking
know.
about
Re-
real life
RL,
gold making.
RL
Gold spending.
RL gold.
Spending.
By the way,
Speaking of spending,
silver.
Right.
I
Oh my
spent a
gosh.
lot of gold in the last few days, but that's
Oh,
not part of
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Professions.
He did.
I got 2 characters up to 80, not in remix, not speaking about remix. I got 2 more characters up to 80 and then spent a bunch of
Why
time
not in
trying to
remix?
upgrade there. Well, because I didn't play remix. So not in remix, in regular. I now have, what did I say, 6 80s?
Yes.
I have 6 80s.
Yes.
now.
He's
Wow.
gone on a bender, folks.
Yes.
He
It
didn't
doesn't
play
take
for a
much
really
effort.
long
It
time, and
does-
now
Yeah, it doesn't take much time, though, to get to 80 anymore from 70. It's really quick. There's a lot of
It is.
easy ways to do it. You can do professions. Every first craft gets you XP, a lot of it. So if you do first crafts a lot,
That's
you get a
true.
lot of XP. And if you have mining or herbalism, obviously you can run around and do that, which gets you XP. Logging does not, unfortunately. And if you do delves, so there's a bunch of quests. So I know this isn't part of our normal order, but sorry.
no, that's okay.
so-
This can be
Yeah,
our first topic. Hi.
It's kind of like gold making. It's XP making. So here's the deal. to get to 80. First of all, if you haven't played in a while, you can do the returning user experience, which will get you a level and a half, or you can just do it anyway. Secondly, when you get to Dornagal, go get the delve quest for the week, which is 3 delves. Go get the delve quest from Bran, which is 1 delve. And any other ones you can think of that have to do with delves. Then, if you just want to do the ones in Isle of Dorn, you can just go get the 3 delve quests from the crossroads. The 3 do the delve quests.
Oh, that's right. That exists.
Every zone has 3 delves, and you can get quests for those. But for Isle of Dorn, they're all in the same place at the crossroads. So you can pick them all up. Do all those delves. Turn those in. You'll probably hit 80 by that point. You could do tier 3 delves. You do not have to do any higher than tier 3. Very easy to solo, no problem. You can make Bran your tank, unless you're a tank.
That's
and
right.
then turn in those for the quests for each delve. You'll probably hit 80. If you didn't, you can turn in all the other 2 quests. Each of those gives you one of those caches, the big, like, super cache, and you get a piece of gear in each of those. The first 2 for the week. So there's a bunch of stuff, bunch of rep. And you get 2 pieces of gear. The rep is shared, remember, renown. So you'll get more renown for your main too by doing all that. I just learned about the weekly and the daily for the delves. I just did it. I knew it, but I just did it this last character, and I didn't need it to level, but I did. It was nice to get the gear. So, yeah, I've got my hunter, my druid,
That is nice.
my rogue, my demon hunter, my mage, and my priest, all up to 80. And I still have more. I was thinking of doing the evoker and maybe what else? My warlock and my shaman are horde.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
So I
anymore.
could do them. Yeah, so I could do them too. I probably should.
You can leave them where they are. You can bring them over the Horde Guild.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
don't
have my
even have
horde
to change
housing
servers
now.
anymore.
I also have my horde house. Horde house. The horde houses are weird. And I saying horde houses.
Horde.
Horde
Enunciation, clearly.
houses. Yes. They're not different kind of house. It's a horde. House of horde.
My
Still
God.
doesn't work. Never mind. The not alliance house.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good job.
Yay. Okay, let's get back to the order of operations.
Well, no,
here.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was a
So
good
hints
way.
on
That was a good way to
leveling.
start for those of you who are coming back
Yes. Or
and
feel
have
like
60s or 70s, or you want
Or
to level really quickly.
A lot of ulting right now.
yeah.
A lot of alting right now. Yes, I think Remix
Yeah.
has spawned a lot of alting.
Exactly. I have not done remix, but I've been leveling characters instead, which I've been enjoying. So I'm,
That's
in
good.
addition to playing other games. So I'm actually been playing all sorts of things. Okay, back to age related. I'm getting too old for this leveling all these alts.
I know, right?
Get off my lawn. What was it? Tall people, short people, get off my lawn. That's the joke. Anyway. For those who know, you know.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What?
That was your mom.
Yeah, it was. What was my other one that she tells everybody? Statistically speaking, 6 out of 7 dwarves are not
Happy.
happy. Yeah. Yeah. Statistically speaking, 6 out of 7
that's funny.
dwarves are not happy.
Yes.
Take it with it as you will.
You're right. That's funny.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Age, oldness, bad dad jokes, all sorts of things.
It all fits together,
It
doesn't
Always
it?
does.
Okay.
Look, I've got a thing.
Yeah.
See this thing? This is very good for your
Yeah.
wrist.
What is that?
This is Delta something. It's I don't remember what it's called, but you basically it goes on your wrist here while you're using your mouse. Right? I'm lefty, so that's how it works. and then it
Okay.
kind of slides, which is nice. So it doesn't. You don't. It
Oh,
goes with you.
that's nice because
as
I
you
don't
go.
like.
So instead of having a mouse wrist rest that just sits there and you're kind of moving your mouse around a little bit because you can't get your wrist off the mouse rest, this moves with you. So it helps keep your hand in a good position, and it slides around with it because it's got this like
Oh, there's a
part on the
okay,
bottom.
but you have
So this is
you
sticky?
have the one.
Yeah.
The
it's-
top is sticky where your wrist
No.
rests.
Yeah. It's kind of like rubber. It's rubbery, and it's
Okay.
not supposed to stick to your hand.
Not
It's like it
sticky,
doesn't
sticky,
stick.
but it's
It just doesn't move.
has no friction.
Yes.
on
this,
your
This
hand.
one
Okay.
holds onto
It
your.
holds.
It doesn't slide off. Right. Your hand doesn't slide off of it, but the bottom
Oh.
is slippery so that
I'm-
it slides around.
Stopping now. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's
then
like
the,
Delta
so the
something.
it is. Do you not have a mouse? Do you not
I have a mouse.
use? I mean, sorry. Do you not use a mouse pad?
I have a mouse pad. Yeah, it actually charges my mouse as I
So
use
does
it.
it?
It goes on the mouse
So
pad and
does
it
it
slides
work
around.
with-
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
okay.
It works on all mouse pads. It works great. It's very slippery on the bottom. It's like just plastic.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember what the brand Delta Hub. We are not
Yeah,
sponsored
I'm
by
looking at
Delta
Delta
Hub.
Hub right
Carpio.
now.
It's called Carpio. And I think I have the Carpio 2 or whatever. They have a bunch of different. They also have one that actually has a strip that goes a wrap that goes
That's
around
why I was
your wrist.
asking
But
because I was seeing the
I
pictures
don't
of
know.
those.
I think
too.
that's I don't know which one, but I have the Carpio.
I'm wondering
but you
if it
can get a
depends on,
wrist
like, the
wrist
type of
pad
thing you're
and a desk mat and all sorts of stuff.
Carpio by
Okay.
Delta Hub. Is
Yeah.
that what we're okay. I'm taking
So-
notes, folks.
They have a bunch of different ones. They have like different colors. They have like pink ones. They have Linus Tech Tips color. Like they're sponsored. The G 2.0, I guess, is the one with the strip, the strap. I think the reason they have the strap is because I believe it's all plastic because it has holes for air here to kind of go through.
And I'm
instead
wondering
of
if it
this,
like
which
if
is
you
the rubber.
are.
They also have left and right-handed, so you can get one that's left-handed and right-handed. So make sure you get the right one, depending on where you use your mouse. So they have a left and a right, and you can get a set that has
Nice.
both. We should be sponsored by them, obviously,
Apparently.
but it's really good. They have good stuff. I like it.
They don't
Hey,
Got it-
sponsor us,
approved
but we
by
sponsor
gamers.
them.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
obviously.
fine.
Free
Yeah.
advertising.
No, I
Free
like it.
advertising.
Yay, Carpio. But they're pretty good. And they're
I'm
not
wondering if
super
if you
cheap, but
switch.
they're not.
No, they're not.
like, too
They're,
expensive.
but I'm guessing you're paying for the molded, the type of plastic
yeah.
and everything like
And
that. That's part
I've
of
had it for a
but-
couple years now, I think, and it's
Okay.
was pretty good. I think she got it.
Keeping
Zabby
up.
got it for me for like last year, or maybe it's been a year. Last year's holiday.
I don't know.
So, but I don't use it all the time. I use it sometimes. So usually when my wrist starts
Okay.
hurting a little bit, I'll use it and I'll be like, wow, that's way better. So it's really just kind of back and forth, but I like it.
Well, I love that. I'm also thank you with taking notes and saying something because I've been having the issues with my wrist, and I've solved that by basically an old fashioned gel pad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are
Yeah, but it's too high for me, so I actually
Yeah.
use it at a slant, and
yeah.
which has been working fine for me this last year or so. But this looks much better.
Yeah, I have like this, and I was using it at some point, but the problem is that I move my mouse all over, right? And
Yeah.
it's not. I move my whole arm, especially when you're playing like Diablo. So
And especially when you're going from the mouse to the keyboard, especially going back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm thinking like there's
The one
two
with the strap
types.
might be good.
That's what I'm thinking. The strap one because it looks lightweight also.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it looks cool.
So that if you're like typing or whatever, and then you go back to it, so then you don't have to look for the right location. Because that was the other thing with me using the jump pad. I had to put my hand in the exact right location so it to be comfortable every single time.
Yeah,
Ugh.
exactly. So
And while
I
we're
tried
talking
using
about
another
it,
one.
it's
This is
making my
great.
wrist ache.
So, yeah, I really like this. It's been very helpful. You know, talking about, you know, getting old. It's one of the things
Yeah.
that does
Well, these
go
are the
is your
things that you
wrist
need
playing for
to.
so long. So I think that's a really good alternative to just, I mean, if you don't move your arm a lot, if you don't move your hand around, then using a normal wrist rest isn't a bad
Then what are you
idea.
doing gaming?
Yeah, I know. If you're casual,
I know.
if you're a casual, filthy casual. No,
Hey, it's not a
for
bad
you.
word. It's just
Not
the
a bad
reality
word.
of your world.
It's just reality. If you're old and a
No.
casual,
you're
wrist rest, at
casually
least
old.
having a wrist rest is important. I think really,
Yeah.
especially if you're having
Addressing it,
pain,
having
you
something.
need to address that. Don't just let it go.
Don't wait until the pain.
Don't give up
If you
gaming
have
either.
to, like, lift up your hand and go, oh, and
Yeah.
because that's your body telling you,
Yes.
oh, you need to address.
When we
that
play
issue.
Diablo, you know what happens? Our elbows hurt. The elbows in
Really?
the hand.
Diablo
Because
hand.
you're clicking so
Is it
much.
because you're so
and then
clenched?
your
It's all
elbow-
it's all in your
because you're moving your elbow a lot because you're moving the mouse a lot. Like I
Fingers.
said, you're moving the mouse a lot, but then you're
Yeah.
also click, and you're clicking all over because to move you click.
Oh, wow.
You don't push buttons to click. To move, you
move, you
click.
click,
to
click.
move. So I'm clicking to move, and it's like
and then you're clicking to kill things. You're
and clicking to
clicking
kill.
all
Yeah,
over
you're
the
just-
place.
So my fingers, and you grab the mic, you know, you get all nervous, you know.
Diablo
So
hand.
yeah. But
Yes.
we're talking about WoW.
I am bad. I don't use anything for
You don't.
my hands.
You don't.
There's a little bit of a pad on my keyboard, but I really don't. I don't use it as a wrist rest. I pull my hands up
Do you want to
generally.
wrist rest? for your
No,
mouse?
I don't like them. I don't like my hand being at an angle. I find it really
Yeah,
uncomfortable
Yeah.
That's the
and
problem
really
with
Well,
annoying.
that's one of the
Michelle's
things.
hands.
This
They're
is
too tall.
low. Like it's really low. It's not
Yeah.
giving you a ton. Like it's really just allowing you
Right.
to move your hand around without dragging
just
it
helping
around the
fill in that
thing and trying to
gap.
keep it a little higher so you're not like this. You're more like this. So it's just angling you back
love it.
to where you should be. It's not way high up, so you're not like piano hands, you know, like this. You're kind of even. It really depends on the mouse you have too. Some mouses are higher, some are shorter. So
Yes.
but really, sometimes I'm fine and I'm drag my wrist around on the mouse pad. But then sometimes I'm like, I really need to.
I don't
get this,
drag.
and it's fun.
Well, no, I guess I do. I guess I
We-
drag the palm of my hand.
yeah,
But
drag it all over.
I have
I do
opted
too.
to
I
find
pivot from here.
lighter mice. Like I have to have a wired mouse
Because it's like
because I hate
have a wired
mice
mouse
with
too.
batteries
Having
because
batteries
they're
in it.
heavy,
Yeah. At
and I
work
don't
do.
like. God, it was like the old optical ones when they first came out, and they had battery. They were horrible.
So heavy.
So I have pretty much found a mouse that I really like, that is lightweight, that works for my hand, that is comfortable for me, and I
Do
just
you have like a full size
every
gamer
couple
mouse or
of-
the little?
it's a full size Razer,
Okay. I have
and
Razer
every
too.
couple of years when I need to buy a new mouse and replace
Buy
it,
the exact same
I
one.
buy the exact same mouse. So one of these days,
which-
Razer's going to like
double purchase.
stop
What
making
is
the
it?
Deathadder, and I'm going to be really upset.
we're gonna buy you a bunch of them
I
and put
do
them in the
too.
closet.
I know. I should. I have a Death Rattle
Mine's
or Elite, and I was just looking. I'm like, I don't remember buying this. Like, I don't
Oh.
remember.
Yeah,
I've
mine's
had
a
it for so
Logitech,
long.
and I do like wireless.
I don't remember.
so- See, I like the wireless.
know
I
you do.
like the weight of that, and then the nice thing about my wireless though, because
I can't
I
do
got
it.
the Logitech, is I have the mouse pad that charges it. So my mouse pad charges my mouse.
And
So
while I
never have
admire
to-
that,
I'm also
and the
getting
fact
cancer.
that you
Yeah.
don't have to have batteries in it, oh my god!
Yeah, see, that's that compromise.
It has
but I
batteries
bet
in it.
you,
I have
Zoe-
found
Zoe
something that
Fimlys-
works for me, and
Yeah,
has a
I'm
battery.
sticking with it.
I like the Death Rattler too, because
Oh
the
yeah.
I don't remember if this is my second or if this was my original, but
think
it's been a
this is
long
like
while. It's lasted for a
Zabby's
really long
third.
time.
I think this is like your third.
I'm on my
Zabby's
third.
The other thing about this is I'm a lefty and I use my mouse in my left hand, but I do not like left-handed
And you need
mice.
the equal.
I need it to be an ambidextrous mouse. This is an ambidextrous
Yeah.
mouse. It has buttons on both sides. It has everything. So it is very hard to find a mouse that is ambidextrous like this. Trying to get one that you could get for both sides and will work either way is fine. The biggest problem I have with left-handed mice is not that they're left-handed mice. The problem is they hardware swap the buttons. And I left click.
Oh.
It's not right
You
click.
don't-
A left click is left click. I do
Oh.
not switch to right click
Left click
because
is
it's
left click.
this thing. It's not about the finger. It's about which button it is. I grew up
Oh. So
at the beginning of computers, in the
just
beginning
taking a
of
mouse and
mice, there was
flipping it
no
to the other
such thing
side.
as switching which button it was. You had to use the left button. So I use the left button. I'm not, just moving it over there. So if you have now
Yeah.
left-handed
That's what we do
mice
when we go to
have
BlizzCon
hardware
and
swapped
you
it.
rearrange yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardware
move it over to-
mice for lefties swap the buttons. So I either have to software
Really?
swap it
That's so
or
weird.
Yeah.
something, and it just never is right. So I've ditched that. I tried many times, and I'm like, I don't want it. If you're gonna, so I know nobody who makes hardware is listening to this podcast because nobody listens anyway.
No.
But if you were, here's a hint: put a switch in to allow you to pick it if that's what you want, or just don't swap them. Like,
Yeah, don't
give me
swap
a
it.
left-handed mouse that's molded to my hand, and don't swap the buttons, and I will buy it.
Yeah.
That's the way it
That's the one thing that I do enjoy about the Razer products in general is that you can completely mod how all of the buttons work. So default it to just being regular, and then where left click is left click and right click is right click. And then if you want it the other way, you can switch it.
Yeah.
For our mouse, when we've gone to, I've watched Fimlys work at when we've done the trials and stuff like that and tested out new stuff.
Demos.
I've always seen him. He sits down and he rearranges
Yes.
his keyboard and his mouse to where he wants, and I love it every single time.
I have to move
and
the mouse
because he's like,
all the way to the
"Oh,
other side.
wires," rearrange. But I do admit that I watch him at the end re-put everything back so
do.
that
I
the
don't
next
leave it there.
person
Yeah.
he doesn't leave it there, which I always
Yeah.
love because it's like, yes, I'm undoing your work, but I will re-put it back,
Yes.
and that's perfectly fine. But one of the things as a peripheral on mouse, I kind of like, I played with using a when they were owned by Belkin, and Razer bought it, but it is I brought it up, but now I don't even remember what they call it anymore. I just know it's the Tartarus. What is it? It's not the Tartarus. Oh, did I close it already? Oh, that's funny if I did. No, yes, it's the Tartarus Pro. No, I combined it with the other one that we had just looked at. This is actually the Razer Tartarus Pro. They actually bought the original design from Belkin decade plus ago. Okay, Belkin was like, I don't know why
Oh.
we're in gaming peripherals, and then so I don't know how it went, but eventually Razer was like, gimme, and they took
So
it.
it's the single-handed
added-
keyboard.
For left-handed keyboard. Oh, it is. We've spent so much money on these. Not only do I play, my husband's left-handed, and so we always have had these. Like, I'm pretty sure I have two, at least one broken one of these in my recycle electronics in right now, because we wear out the buttons. I actually for remix, I had to switch out the buttons because I noticed I was single playing a Rep Pally, so you just using the single button,
Of course.
and I was hitting the button so much I could feel the delay, and so I switched it out to a different button so that I could hit that button all the time. So I know I'm wearing down the one of the keys, which makes me disappointed because I could already feel it. But since I don't raid Mythic Raid anymore, it's not an issue. So, but I love the Tartarus Pro because it does. I mean, I'm saying that, I replace it, but I'm like, because it's one of my heaviest used pieces of equipment, beyond my computer and my monitors, even probably more than my mouse, because I use the joystick as a thumb guide. Like when you see me running, yes, I auto run, but I also will use the joystick on it. I recustomize every single button on the Tartarus, and Razer makes it so easy for you to do that. Like everything from, mid click, the scroll wheel for my map, I use the scroll wheel for sending my pets in, retrieving my pets, though it's broken and I need to figure out what happened since Blizzard had updated some things and I haven't updated my keybinds. But I cannot play. I don't think I've ever, except for maybe the first 2 years of WoW, didn't play with the Razer Tartarus Pro. But that was when it was called Belkin. We bought a couple of those ones. Then there was like the dark months where it wasn't available.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I realized, nope. I love it. It's just so comfortable for your wrist. I've never had troubles with my left hand because of it. It has a really nice adjustable wrist pad for how long your palm is too, and your fingers. Love it.
Very nice.
So, and then my husband, same thing, uses it. I use it.
And it switches the side which you can use it on?
I don't know. It's left-handed. It's definitely for the left hand
only.
only.
On the left hand. Yeah. But that's the wrong side.
Yeah, because
so are you left-handed
it's the
also?
wrong-
No,
I am
using
not.
it.
My husband is.
So
though.
So the idea is the mouse is in the right and you use that on the left as the keyboard.
Yes.
Basically.
So I right hand my mouse and then left hand the Tartarus. So that's the reason why when I type, or actually when I play, I actually have a caddy where I modified a shoe caddy to have a riser on my desk to be able to slide my keyboard away. Like I don't even need my keyboard really to play WoW, because I've keybind everything on my mouse and on the Tartarus, so that way I don't even have to type. So if I'm typing in guild, I have to pull my pull out my keyboard, type on my keyboard, then put it away. Ooh, is that?
So I use this really only for
keyboard,
Path of
right?
Exile. It's a half keyboard, so it's basically the left
Half
side
keyboard.
of the keyboard, and then it's got the F keys on the top, and it's got the Escape and Shift, Control, Alt, and all that, and then a wrist rest, and it's got a bunch of other buttons. But it basically is a keyboard, so it's not anything special. It doesn't have the thumb stick or any of that. But I'll use it for Path of Exile, and I just use it instead of putting my hand, because what I do is I have my right hand all the way on the left side of the keyboard, like when I played Diablo or Path of Exile, because you use QWER or ASDF and all that. So what I've done is instead I'll use this thing over here so I can have my right arm this way out here and play, and it does that. So for me, generally, I like it. I have a lot of things remapped. So it has software that lets you remap the keys to other things. So I have a lot of stuff remapped. But I'm used to it for Path of Exile, so now I use it because it's basically lots of things are remapped to different places, and if I try to use it on my regular keyboard, I don't know where anything is. So, but I found this. I've tried a bunch of different things like that, but the problem is most of them are made for righties. So it makes
For
it
what?
hard. For righties. So they're for the left hand.
Righties.
Yeah. We should probably move on.
That's it. Oh, because I just use my keyboard for usually, because I'm usually just playing WoW, I don't care what keyboard I'm using. The only keyboard the feature I want backlit, because there's a lot of light going on in my house right now, but that's not normal. Usually it's it's dark. So since it's dark in the house, usually I do want a backlit keyboard, because again, I'm lifting my hands off, going to my keyboard to type into guild or whatever, and then returning back. So being able to but I know you guys have fancy keyboards.
We have pretty much the same keyboard.
We do. I need to have a mechanical keyboard. Not need, but it's important to me to have a mechanical keyboard. It feels better. The response on the keys feels good to me. So much so that I bought a smaller version for work.
Oh, nice.
Of a different brand, but still a small mechanical keyboard. We both have Corsair K95s, I believe. Is what? Yes.
Yes, they're K95s.
And we have mixed feelings about them. I love mine, but the software with it can be a pain in the butt.
Really?
There was like an upgrade at one point, as they push like firmware upgrades and software upgrades for the IQ, which is the Corsair's RGB lighting platform, I guess, for the Corsair stuff.
Yeah.
They had pushed a patch or a version that would like shut your keyboard down and do all these weird things, and I couldn't get things to work the way I was used to them working. And so for a while there, I actually had to back down and go back a version, and I wouldn't let it update. So I had to go and like load a prior version, and I used that until they got it fixed to where it wasn't
Nice.
doing. It was like the lighting would
Weird
just go
things.
and
Yeah, there's a lot of it's for whatever reason they just can't get it to work perfectly. And I think that some of it is the fact that it's Windows and there's so many different drivers and things and whatever, but you'd think that they could just get it to work with their software. I mean, I just want it to show things and work without causing problems. But also if you have not a very good computer, it also can be it slow down your computer, because if you're doing like a special lighting effect on the keyboard, it's the software doing it. So it's using CPU cycles to do the color. So there's certain things that are easy and it's just in the hardware, but then a lot of other things, if you're doing something special, like you make this whole crazy thing, now if you have a good enough computer, it doesn't matter, but it's still just, it crashes all the time. I don't know. I think they tried to make it too much and it doesn't work for anything.
But anymore. I really like Corsair so much that I went and bought a computer that was Corsair. Yeah. And I appreciate the yes, I have everything
memory
lit like
fans. I do too.
like Fimlys does. But so it was really just the software. I love the keyboard itself. Yeah, I love the way it's up. It's offset up, so it has like a metal
backplane.
Thank you. And then the keys come up off of it, and there's no like holes and stuff. You have the metal plate with keys on it, and so you can kind of see everything underneath, and it's easier to clean for me and keep clean. And I appreciate that aesthetic and the way it looks and how that functions.
Keyboards that look like that. That's more of a modern look. The keycaps come up. You can swap them out, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yes.
They're mechanical. They make noise. I'm sure you've all heard it when we've been typing because they make noise. I actually liked it enough. I had issues with my last one that Zabby bought me a new one last year, I think, for my birthday or something. Bought me a new one of the same type.
So we've stuck with the brand in spite of some of the issues.
I like the keyboard. Like we went to Micro Center. We tried a bunch of other keyboards. We're like, I don't know. There's a few. We were like, this is okay. I also need a full keyboard with keypad because when I play WoW, I use the keypad to move. Like I use keypad to move. So if I'm doing any type of gaming where you move around in Minecraft and anything, I use a keypad to move. So I need a keypad. So it's that's the big thing for me. So if it doesn't have a keypad, either I have to have a separate keypad, and that's usually really light and then flies all over the place, and it's kind of useless. So to me, I need a full size keyboard.
And I need a keypad also mostly for work because when we work from home, I am also using this keyboard for work. And I need to be able to do 10 key.
Yeah.
For,
Love.
numbers.
Accounting stuff.
Yeah, I
Okay,
love
we should
10 key.
move on if we're going to talk about anything else because we are.
We should
Absolutely.
move
30
on.
minutes in.
We should move on.
Those are all of the. But those are all.
But those
the
were
key
good
things.
things.
No one. Yeah, no one uses any foot pads or anything like that because I
We
know
have one.
I have
There-
one.
We do too. I don't use
I
it.
use
But you
it
don't use it
to
for-
mute and unmute Discord when I'm raiding.
That's what I used to use it
Okay.
for, but right now it's sitting over there and I don't use it.
got it.
We have the same one. I liked it. I just didn't use it. I found myself not using it, not remembering I had it, and not doing it. Because I also usually put my feet up when I'm doing anything for a long period of time. I have a little like box under the desk that I put my feet up on.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Really
I don't
quick.
know which one.
I know we had
quick gold
mentioned.
making.
Yeah, let's do quick gold making because that hasn't really changed all that much. Fimlys, we TMB, we had talked about it the last couple of episodes, especially with housing coming out. One of the things that I'm getting a report, because so just to give you an idea, I hit 2 million gold, not trying. What I mean by not trying is I'm not following things. I'm just doing like the world quest, that type of thing, and being conscious of that. And I started off this expansion with 1.5, went down to 1 because for some reason I decided at the beginning of this expansion to buy a $500,000 gold worth of mounts, which was weird because I don't even remember which mounts I bought. I just remember they were a good deal. I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, this is only 300,000 gold or something like that. And I was just like, I'm like, normally this is like, I know this usually goes for like way more than that. And so I just like click buy and I was like, well, I just bought one. Let's clear out the rest of them that I need. I didn't buy the $1 million gold ones, but whatever. In doing that, it is something that we're like both very aware of, my husband and I, of just paying gold. Like his his Christmas gift to me was he bought me the new expansion using his gold. And which
Very
I appreciate
nice.
more, and that's why he knows me a lot, to be able to know that like that thought that he's like, he didn't go and buy it for me. He got me premium just using his gold that he's just like spending late nights playing. So one of the things is that the housing things is where there was the frenzy that we had originally talked about. It's gotten very, very specific, and it's very it's very like, not all things are going for a lot of gold, but very specific things are going for a lot of gold. So look at the auction house, see what you can do. If you are doing it, like he went to all in the different things. I know like enchanters, they could do, I think it's fountains, like these fancy fountains. People
Yes,
like
there
the
is a
aesthetics
fancy
of one,
fountain,
but not the other. Yeah, so make sure you're using your resources to make the one that is the most popular and is selling through quicker. I mean, it's just, think about like going into, I don't know. I'm basically thinking of all of these home stores that don't exist anymore, like Linens and Things and Bed Bath and Beyond. But like the reason why those type of places don't exist anymore is because they kept selling things that people don't want. So, so keep that in mind. Like standard things like bookcases and stuff like that, people can buy, but so just keep that in mind. It's gonna be flexible. So I suggest doing the raw materials. The raw materials, you could never go wrong because people could just find something. I'm sure at some point this will be part of I'm hoping the order, the crafting orders eventually.
Yeah, you can.
If it's
do
not
that.
already.
Yeah, you can do that.
can.
You can do any of them from the crafting orders.
using crafting orders and stuff like that. So then find yourself good guildies that could do them for you. Like Noctum has all of the enchanting patterns in our guild. So if
I do also.
you could go, remember we talked about how you could go into your guild tab, look at crafting, and look at what everybody else has and who has it. So then you can like pinpoint and ping those people, send them an in-game mail or whatever, and say, hey, I have a crafting order for you. You know,
right.
And things like that.
And to put to pile on top of that, we also have a guildie who is like, hey, I am an engineer and I can make all these things. He goes, I just need you to go get the lumber. So you can put the crafting in order in and give him the lumber. And he's like, I have all these mats sitting around I don't mind using. So, find the guildies who have all the mats and, if you go do the legwork to get the lumber, then you can go ahead and put in the crafting orders. And you have to do it via crafting order because the lumber is not, it's only warbound.
Warbound.
Yes.
Thank you. That's the right term. I love it. So yeah, that's it. That's really what's going on. And I still highly suggest, if you do not know what to be doing and all this sounds overwhelming, then go in to WoW and do the world quests that are like 800 gold a piece. It's like you climb up the side of a mountain for 800 gold. It takes you all of like 30 seconds to make 2 minutes to do, and then it pops out 800 gold for you automatically. Like, just spot that. Usually every time that there's daily,
it's another good thing for
quests.
XP. Run around and do world quests if you want to do that instead of the delves. But the delves are so fast. It's like you get the quests give you like 80,000 XP.
That's
if you
crazy.
do the first do quests like the first time.
They definitely made it easier.
Yeah, and you get a level from just completing the delve most of the time, at least most of a level, and then you turn in the quest and you gain another level. So you get almost 2 levels per delve. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
especially later levels. Yep. Cool. You guys want to talk about Remix in the last 10, 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah. For the next, because it's winding down. Remix is winding down, but really fast. I just see that I have a note here. If you want to delete it, then that's fine.
No, go ahead. I was gonna move it if we weren't going to cover it.
Got it. Just one thing. Remember that for gold making, there is a new expansion. Keep in mind that people it'll be with. I don't know. Did they say, are we going to have flying immediately in the new expansion?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. One of the things, every time they've done this, it's goblin gliders and things like that. Keep in mind, you might want to.
Didn't we have flying in this expansion though? Fairly quickly.
That we had it right away. I think it took a little bit.
Because really, by the time you got to the second section, you had to be able to fly.
Yes. So I think you got it.
By the time you got to Ringing Deeps, you had to be able to fly.
Yeah, I don't think you had it right away. I don't remember.
I chose not to be in beta. I don't do beta and those types of things. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's worth it if you are unsure, or if they tell us if you're in a zone that is just like how in the goblin area they undermined that for a while you can't fly in there. So keep in mind that goblin gliders having a short stack of those is not horrible.
You will have flying right away in the new zones.
Okay, good.
So we did good. For War Within also. But they're perfect. Designing the entire expansion based on that. So
exactly, because that was the issue when they originally did that. So make sure remember goblin gliders exist, and if there are zones like when Undermine had come out, people are being able to have that. So
great. Okay, Remix ending on the 19th. Reason why it's ending on the 19th is the midnight pre-patch drops on the 20th. So remember, forgetting Remix, which we'll talk about in a second, just remember that with the midnight pre-patch, I think all of the add-on changes are going in. So
yeah, we need to talk about that.
That's going to blow things up.
Next time.
So next
We
week
are. We
it will
need
be
to.
just before
make that
that
a priority.
happens. So we'll talk about it. Or next,
Okay.
not next week. Next 2 weeks. Next
2 weeks.
show.
Next
Yeah.
show.
We'll talk
We'll
about
have to talk about
That'll be the main.
yes.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
lots of stuff out there about it.
Remix it up.
Remix it up.
What have you guys been doing?
Oh, a little bit of everything. So I
of it.
started. Let me preface this by saying I did not know what I was doing when I started Remix. I started Remix late. I picked a character that I had already done my class order haul completely in Legion on this alt before. And I was really slow and I didn't want to group with people. So let me sum that all up. It's a really great way to get the class halls completed if you are looking to get the mounts or the decor items for those class halls. I've had guildies say that you can do it in a couple of hours. It has not taken me a couple of hours. So I don't know how people are
It's
doing
more than a
that,
couple of hours.
but just to complete the class hall anyways.
Yep.
But really,
Yeah.
so
I did
your
not-
best bet is to first pick a character that you haven't finished, you haven't done. If it wasn't your main in Legion or your alts, something different, and then go get your bronze. Really, and
It's your bronze.
Yeah,
Get your
I'm
bronze
I'm
on.
hoping that they do remix again for a definitely. I forgot. Well, first of all, remix came out probably my busiest season ever. Like during when I have competition seasons with my kids and stuff like that, I'm too exhausted. I'm not even going to do this. But so I'm glad that they did give us the 90 days. So just before we broke for the holidays, I was able to get in there a couple weeks ago, and it took me only like a day or so. My husband had been doing remix the whole entire time, and so he like blasted me through. We leveled up. I just got to like level, I think it was like 30ish, and then we just went through dungeons and raids, and
Yeah.
then now I could pretty much be at a level and I love the leveling with your armor. I rolled a paladin, like I did exactly what you said that you should have done, which was because I came in so late. I was like, I want to do a character that I don't know how to do. I need a plate wearer. I don't have a plate wearer. So I get all these transmogs and I don't have anybody to wear them. It's like I have clothes, but I don't, nowhere to go. And so I did my paladin lover, and the single button.
Oh yeah.
Love the single
Yes.
button.
That's
named
helped me
paladin.
do my leveling of
That's
all my
great.
other alts because I'm like I would not remember how to play.
Yeah, I
otherwise.
just don't like you go through the levels so fast that I'm like, I don't want to think about this. Like, just tell me what to hit, because whatever I learn now is not going to be relevant when I get to max level.
They do
So
have both
that was
things. So they
great.
do
Also-
have the auto, like you hit the one button and it does
Yes.
it, and it also will highlight what you should push.
Yes.
So you could pick. So if you want to learn,
I have them both going.
what to push, I do
actually.
too. If you want to learn what you should be pushing, turn that on and either do one button
Yes.
or just like look. The problem is like looking at that picture while you're trying to fight and figure out which one you're supposed to. It's not easy. So
Right.
given especially
It's
anyone who
not.
has lots of buttons, but.
I
yeah,
just
go ahead.
needed a plate wearer to wear the clothes. So yeah, I was one buttoning
Yeah,
this whole
that's
thing. And then my second, I love how the artifact weapon. So I was able to do all the class hall stuff. I thought Legion was a perfect one to do the remix. I'm glad that they did it. I'm disappointed that
Yeah.
it is going to be coming an end. I almost wish that for some reason, I forgot how much fun Legion was for me, because I was like, wow, I really played, like went through my achievements and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, wow, I played Legion not just on Hydra, my warlock, but I also did the hunter class hall stuff, and the druid class hall stuff. So I did, that was
Yeah.
like
I
Yeah, I
did
did a
like
bunch.
5.
So
Yeah, I did a bunch.
I did
Yeah,
it,
it
and I
was-
still go back. Like just before Remix dropped, I was in the process of going back and working on some stuff from Legion on my druid, which I've since gone, well, I
Yeah.
don't want to be running two things concurrently. So it's one or the other.
Yeah. So really, on
But yeah.
my last thought about Remix is I'm hoping that I know they did Pandaland and I know they did Legion. I hope that this is that they're continuing this trend, because the streamline of just leveling, of like key parts of it, like there's no professions, there's no, like, really streamlined it just to focus on leveling the dungeons, the content that's related to Legion, and what made Legion like different from everything else. I hope that they're able to do that for the further expansions. I kind of sad
Yeah.
that I didn't do the Pandaland remix at all. Zero, nothing. I didn't make a character in that.
I got in there quick.
We did for like up to like level 20 or 30 or something stupid, and then we just were like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really understand, I guess, what it was about.
Yeah, I don't either. So I'm hoping that next time TMB will be on top of it and understand it a little bit more, because this was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I loved playing a paladin because I didn't have to think about it. Like all those things that we
Yeah.
had talked about.
Maybe we'll do Battle for
in-
Azeroth next. I feel like we just did Battle for Azeroth. But
I know, right? So there are a lot of YouTube videos out there if you are interested in still getting in the last 15, 20 days left.
2 weeks.
You can still get in and do some things. There are videos about how to get a quick level 0 to 80, but really they all involve exactly what Hydra was talking about, which is find a friend who's been in there and can help you.
phone a friend.
They are the ones who can get you to 80 faster and get you involved. Now, once you hit 30 or 40, you can start. I took my current tune, which is my second remix, and just started going on my own into LFR, and that got me a good 10, 20 levels on my own. I went from like 30 to 50 in an afternoon, which was really good. You have to be prepared that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're 40, I don't want you. But you will find groups that will take you, especially if you're familiar with Legion dungeons or Legion raids, which I was doing LFR, so I was doing the raids. So I felt at least comfortable, like I knew what I needed to do in the raid to go. So my problem is I don't like dungeons, so I didn't want to do 5-mans with people I didn't know. Not that I don't like dungeons. I don't like doing 5-mans with people I don't know.
Yeah.
But so that's really your best bet. There is another video out there that I was watching by Kalani, and we will have a link to that. And he really talks about if you have a short amount of time every day, but you have a little bit of time every day, there's a couple of things that you can do every day to maximize your bronze and to maximize your leveling and your playing. And he does talk about doing LFR because you can get in and do like a single wing if you're going through the raid finder, and it will teleport you to the dungeon.
If you only do
and
one
back.
wing, you end up flying in circles. Never mind. Go ahead.
Don't listen to him,
Sorry.
folks.
We'll cut that out in post.
Yeah. Sure we will.
What post? We got
So anyways,
5 minutes
that's what I have to, because being fairly recent and just starting a new tune, these were things that I found really helpful. Definitely find a friend who doesn't mind dragging you around.
But even then, a lot of the raids right now, it's like be 80, and they're like they're just taking all comers, and just be okay with dying.
Yes,
You know?
yes, you do have to be okay with dying too.
You just have to be okay with dying when you're
Okay
like, low level.
with
And the thing
rejection
is-
and okay with dying.
I am the most okay
Yeah.
with dying in raids.
Perfect.
There was one raid,
Yeah.
I think I took a picture of myself dead in every fight.
At every boss
and I
fight.
posted
Yes.
it on a blog when I was still doing the blog. Yeah, it was a...
And here
Good.
I am
Yeah.
licking the floor again.
Yes, this is me.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
plenty of times when we were both
I love
been
it.
dead like next to each other
It's very
in the
funny.
more recent raids and more
Aw.
within. And we were like, look, there we are. So I took a screenshot and like posted it in Discord. Look, we're dead again. Anyway, we should
Oh.
probably wrap it up.
And that's it.
Holidays
Yeah.
Holidays.
ending. And
Winter Veil, Feast of Winter Veil ends today, people. And the
Yes.
next one does
I
not start
know.
until February.
love is
is
in the air.
No,
February 9th.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Okay.
we got a month off.
No- Yeah, no January's stuff. Time to play with Midnight. Okay, Midnight pre-patch anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Are we ready? You
We're
can
ready.
follow us on Blue Sky at Twisted Nether. Hydra is Hydra, HYDRAWR. Fimlys is Fimlys. And Zabina is Zabbylocks. You can also contact the show via email at info@twistednether.net and voicemail or text us at 407-705-3161. That's 407-705-3161. Send us questions, answers, suggestions, comments, funny moments, tips, tricks, traps, and of course, troglodytes and cookies. We record live on Friday nights, every other, usually, and our new time slot, 7 p.m. Pacific. You can join us on our chat room on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/twistednetherblogcast, all one word. In an effort to streamline our processes, we are no longer pushing to podcast publishing company sites and apps. You probably saw something that I posted on the website recently that we have moved to YouTube. So to get all the Twisted Nether you can consume, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@twistednethernet. And don't forget to click the bell button for notifications. Also, if you like this episode, make sure to give us a thumbs up. That definitely helps us. We are not monetized in any way. So that won't help us in terms of monetizing. It just gets the word out. We'll pop up in lists and things more often if you give us thumbs up and watch the show. So we really appreciate it. The website will probably be going away sooner or later. And then we'll just have a link to YouTube. So if you do use the RSS feed, you may want to start not using that and just try to subscribe to us on YouTube. Next show is on Friday, the 16th of January, 2026. So I think that's everything we've got this week. Everybody,
It is.
thumbs up.
I think that's a wrap.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. Well, thank you to chat room for joining us. We did have somebody. Thank you, Eclipse, for showing up.
Thank
We
you, Eclipse.
appreciate it very
And
much.
thank you, Zabby, for actually interacting with the
Chat room. Yeah.
chat room.
That's my
Appreciate it.
job.
That's what
I
you
am
do.
the chat room
She is
interacting.
chat room
Good at it.
Zabby. She is chatty Zabby.
Chatty
I don't know. Maybe.
That's me.
You know, every time I read chat room is because I stop and I stare at the chat room and I'm like reading.
Yeah, what's going on? Okay. We're out of
know.
here.
We are.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And
5.
This is the
Bye.
Godmother, and you are listening to the Twisted Nether Blogcast. Woohoo!
Thank you for visiting the Twisted Nether. Please watch our step.